blood almost hit me.
No! There's a train! Yes! Hurry up! Yes! So me and Josh are about to make a video. I just got done cutting grass, just got off work. We're gonna go make a video. Dude just asked me for some change. Make sure you guys give some spare change to people like that, man. Me more cowboy than you. Today we're gonna be giving change to people who are in need. Making a video today, but what's going on in here? What's up, Ozzy? So we got Josh Murray today in the chat.
Oh yeah, I never knew why that was. Wow.
Alright. So we're gonna be ranking the coasters at Kings Island today. As y'all know, it's our local park. That's my home park. I've been going there for years. So is Murr.
I've been going there ever since I can remember being a little kid. Going there. Kids section was basically all I do until like 2016.
We all grew up in playing Snoopy.
Yeah. I still have never been to another
Cedar
Fair Park. Besides Cedar Point. So I
Six Flags.
Yeah, taking over, so that's great.
Next year with the my Kings Island pass being able to get me into all the other Six Flags parks, we're definitely gonna go to like Kings Dominion, Carowinds, you know, you name it. So there's credits up next year, but I've been to a little more than him, but I haven't been to too much. I've been to like Dollywood and Holiday World. Yeah. There's 15. We're not gonna be counting the pumpkin coaster. We're not here to talk about the pumpkin coaster. We'll do the other 3 kids coasters because Kings Island is one of the few parks with multiple kids roller coasters, which is a plus side for Kings Island. I don't think their kids area is all that. The new area is great. The Camp Snoopy is really great. That was a much needed refurbish. But I'll say Kings Island is one of the only parks that has a lot of kids roller coasters. So if you want to get your kids into roller coasters, you got kids, go to Kings Island. I'm telling you, they've got 4 mini coasters to get you ready for the big ones.
And they have a lot of food options there too. There used to be a Chick-fil-A there, but it's not there. We have Tom and what is it called?
I think as a local, it's like Tom and Cheese. I think as a local, it's like with Kings Island, like Cedar Point does have a lot more food options. But
yeah,
I think if you're not a local and you go to Kings Island, part of Kings Island is like eating Cincinnati food, like Skyline, La Rosa's, which are big parts of Kings Island. For me as a local, it's like I could go to La Rosa's anywhere. But if you're not from Ohio and you go to Kings Island, you know, you can just get La Rosa's or Skyline and call it a day. Like that's part of the food options. And then, you know, they've got Coney Barbecue. Every park has jukebox.
Smokehouse.
Grain Grill, Coney Barbecue. International Street has a bunch of. They got a lot of international food on International Street. So, you know.
Now let's rank coasters.
14.
Number 14.
We're gonna like say each together. We're not gonna like individually take we're gonna take turns. We're not gonna individually go through our whole list. What's your 14?
Woodstock Airrail. Yeah. It's basically. I always compared it to Banshee when I was little because they looked the same.
Yeah, the baby Banshee. Back when it was Flying Ace and it was yellow.
It was yellow, yeah. Way different
colors. The new paint job's way better.
It matches the Kittyland, whatever you want to call it. But, I mean, it bangs your head. People say Invertigo's rough, but honestly, I think this might be the roughest coaster in the park.
Yeah, not real.
And it's a kid's coaster. So, I mean, that's why it's the lowest on the list, but it's Woodstock Express. Usually it'll probably be up a little bit more, but still a kids coaster.
Kings Island's stacked. They've got a good lineup.
They have a good lineup.
They don't have the A+ standout coaster, but every coaster there is good. Yeah. Like, no, there's not a bad coaster.
They don't have a one.
Yeah, I'd say 13 for me is Woodstock Express. Same deal. That's the coaster that got me into roller coasters. I grew up riding that as a little kid. It runs really smooth for its age, but it's just a small classic wooden coaster. There's nothing special about it.
And my 12 is actually Adventure Express. I rode it at dusk, kind of at night a little bit. I mean, the night ride's definitely good, but if we're talking about day coasters on our list, I've really never been a fan of it. I don't think there's really nothing special about it.
My number 12, the newest addition to the kids area at Camp Snoopy, the Soapbox Racers or whatever it's called. I think it's a great coaster for kids to get into. It's very smooth. The theme's decent. Holiday World is themed a lot better, but that's Holiday World.
And it's a little bit longer.
Yeah, but for the kids area, that's a great addition to the ride. It's my favorite kids ride in the park.
Yeah, my 11 is actually Soapbox. I think it's an amazing addition for a kids ride. It's short. The line can be faster, but it's a one train, so I mean, there's nothing really to expect. That knocks out all the kids.
My number 11 is Adventure Express. Now, I think Adventure Express is one of the best rides in the park at nighttime, which Kings Island is like known for having every ride being a good night ride, but they have LED light package now. You know, the theming is decent. the second hill leading to nothing is always disappointing, but the theming overall on the ride is pretty decent for Kings Island. It's a fun ride. They refurbished it. I get that it's a little janky and it's a smaller family ride, but I actually do think it's a great ride. I enjoy riding it anytime I go to ride it, and it usually doesn't have the biggest line.
Area of the park, it's really nice.
Ventureport, the redone area.
Ventureport,
that was a great addition. It looks way nicer than it was Oktoberfest.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, the food place there is great. They rethemed the food area, and then Soul Spin is great. Soul Spin's really great, nice. And then the other family ride, the barrels.
There's Fest Toss, and then
the Viking ship,
that is true.
Kings Island was modeled after the original Coney Island that got flooded, and obviously Walt Disney World, Florida, Orlando, Magic Kingdom. Anyways, number 10, Queen City Stunt Coaster. Well, Backlot Stunt Coaster, but they rethemed it to Cincinnati, which I think is good and bad. Kings Island Stunt Coaster is one of the only ones that doesn't have the water under the bridge, and they got rid of the fire effect before you go into the tunnel. But besides that, I think the theming is really good for Kings Island. Obviously, it was from when Paramount had it as an Italian job. But I think the launch can actually make you gray out. The launch into the triple helix is very intense. But then the rest of the ride is just okay, kind of janky. But then the tunnel part is really fun.
Yeah. My 10 is the same exact stunt coaster. The coaster is amazing. The spiral after the launch, I feel like that is definitely my favorite part. Then the tunnel. There's no fire. They took the gunshots away as well. And it's Cincinnati themed, which is pretty cool.
The retheme, they took away all the cool effects, but I mean, it's still a good themed ride. Good for the families, good for people getting into coasters. Number 9, this might surprise some of you guys. I'm going with the Bat. Now, I think the Bat is a great ride. It's just way too short. It's very smooth. The swinging, and it's honestly pretty fast. It's pretty intense to me. It's just way too short. It's a great night ride because of its location. Mm-hmm. It is, most of you guys know, it's Kings Island's hidden gem. It is hidden away out there. You would not have any idea it's there. I think it's so far back because originally it was built when they still had like Safari and stuff and monorail over there.
And they're cleaning.
Which then Son of Beast was there and now Banshee. So it's just tucked away back in the woods, but it's really smooth.
My number 9 is actually the same thing as Bat. I think this is an amazing coaster. Let's say if you're finally getting up the height, you can start riding bigger rides. I would say definitely ride the Bat. Yeah. You know, if it's packed, Soak City's popping. The shade's always nice.
It's one of a few suspended coasters left in the whole world, too.
It definitely feels like you're flying through the trees. But Flight Deck, I think Top Gun kind of suits it.
Yeah, well, they don't have the rights to it anymore. I like Bat more than Flight Deck because there's other Flight Decks in the chain, and the Bat is a tribute to the original Bat, where Vortex was. It only lasted 2 years, so I think the Bat is a great name, but I think what they need to do is retheme Action Zone. They need to tie the Bat and Banshee together. Maybe rename, you know, like the Delirium or Drop Tower. Tie that all together in some sort of theme.
You have Congo Falls right next to it.
Get rid of that shit.
Get
rid of Congo Falls.
My number 8 is Racer. After the retracking, it's really nice. The racing is always nice. Now, I think Gemini is probably tied with it, only because it is a steel coaster.
Gemini's a lot bigger.
Yeah, it's way bigger, and plus, you can high-five people, whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a really cool effect. The drop on Gemini, I like that more. And the layout is better on Racer to me.
Yeah, because they Gravity Group retracted. My number 8, usually a lot of enthusiasts rank it a lot lower, which I don't understand at all. My number 8 is actually Invertigo. Well, Invertigon, because, you know, for the last few years there's been rumors it's going to go. We just don't know when that's going to happen, because it's the only Vekoma boomerang inverted left of its kind in the world. But
and there's the same model, but it's not inverted.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's the only inverted boomerang left in the world.
The inverted part takes the boomerang to a whole nother level.
Of course, it's not top 5 in Kings Island, but I think Invertigo gets way too much hate. I think every time I ride it, like, it's a ride I actually look forward to riding. I think it's extremely intense, obviously, because it's a boomerang. I don't think it bangs your head that much, and the color scheme on it is great. It's just, I think they could do a better front gate coaster than Invertigo in the future. But hey.
My number 7 is actually the same ride, Invertigo. I rank it a little bit above Racer just because I rewrote it with Carter. We got
it's a fun ride.
Yeah, we got free fast lanes, and then we were like, all right, first ride, we're going to hit Invertigo and hit everything in the park. Did that under an hour and a half. Cobra is probably my favorite inversion on it, and definitely when you're going backward.
Racer used to go backwards actually in the 80s.
I did not.
I wish they still had that.
I did not know that.
That'd be cool to experience.
So we'll see what's going on from Vertigo. If it goes, it goes. I'll be, you know, a little bit down about it, but it's not like Beast or something is getting removed. Beast will never get removed, but you get what I'm saying.
On number 7, I actually got Flight of Fear. I think they redid the queue line this year. They updated the alien ship. They have LED lights now, which is great because the Flight of Fear theming was starting to get a little outdated. I think they refurbished it this year. It looks great. just the on-ride needs some more theming besides just a little soundtrack. I don't think it's dark enough either, and I think it can be a little janky, but, you know, the outside looks great. Queue-line theming updated is a lot better. I just think the on-ride is not as good as what it hypes up to be and what people say it is. It's still a fun ride, you know, the launch is intense, it has a few inversions, but I just don't think it's anything too crazy.
From here, I think these are like the kind of the top tier coasters. I've only been to 3 or 4 parks in my lifetime, so these honestly, since it's my home park, these top 6 is kind of easy and hard to rank.
They could all interchange.
Yeah, my number 6 is actually Flight of Fear. Rewrote it again after a good 4 years of not riding it, and I forgot what a good launch feels like. The launch is actually really good. We don't have, like, you know, a huge launch coaster at Kings Island besides the 2 that we have.
That needs to be the next with inversions too.
If we have, I'd love a launched, maybe like launched wing coaster. We could, you know, mimic Holiday World, but I don't know about that.
We just need a big coaster with inversions and a launch. I really don't care what it is.
After the launch, you know, you kind of hit the first loop or whatever. I think it's amazing, but there's always, you know, the top 5 at Kings Island that kind of like, you know.
Flight of Fear, and I haven't said my number 6 yet, but like Flight of Fear and like my number 6, they just barely edge the top 5. Kings Island is a pretty tough coaster lineup. My number 6 is going to surprise y'all. My number 6 is actually the Racer. I think the Racer never gets old. I think the retracking on it is great. It's actually like a ride that every time at Kings Island I like want to ride. It's just fun little airtime hills, getting back to 1972. The repaint on it a few years ago for the anniversary is great.
It looks amazing.
The retracking is great. I think it's fun. It usually always races, so I always have loved the Racer. And especially if you're younger and you're trying to get to big coasters, ride the Racer.
Yep. It's always a short line because there's 2 trains running at once.
And Kings Island is the best operations in the game, so.
Yeah. Going on to the my top 5. Top 5 is actually Banshee. This is the best inverted coaster I've ridden. There's only been 2, which is Raptor and Banshee.
Yeah.
But with Banshee, you just go straight into it. Banshee's bigger. It's actually, I think, the longest inverted.
It's the longest in track length. Yeah.
I don't know many facts as he does, but we're kind of due. But
we're very due. Slow down. My number 5 is the same. I'm going with Banshee. I think Banshee is better than Raptor. Now the thing that holds me back on Banshee is the rattle to it. It's starting to get rough, which is really disappointing because I think besides that, Banshee's an incredible ride. The color scheme's great. It's a big ride. It's fast, intense. Everything you want in an inverted coaster. I love Banshee. I just think the roughness is starting to get to it for some reason.
The 0G roll, that has to be the best inversion.
The slow 0 at the end.
It has to be the best inversion ever.
That's the best part of the ride.
Number 4.
So number 4.
I have Beast. This is just daytime rankings. The Beast, it's literally the longest wooden roller coaster.
They retracted, it's great.
They retracted, and the only thing I would change about this ride is that after the drop, after the first turn, once you hit that right into the brake lining, the trim, if there wasn't such harsh.
Number 4, I'm saying I'm going with the Beast during daytime. During nighttime, Beast is by far the best roller coaster at Kings Island. We go there just to ride Beast tonight, but
Yes!
The second lift hill with the double helix is probably my favorite thing ever on any roller coaster I've ever ridden. So number 3.
I have Diamondback. This is the first ever Hyper I've ever ridden. Smooth is like my personal favorite of Hypers. I love the airtime. Most airtime in Kings Island. Helix or whatever. When you go into the water, I think it's amazing.
Looks nice to take pictures of too.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm just going to say now our top 5 is exactly the same. So number 3 is obviously Diamondback for me. It's an enjoyable, big ride. It's a big fun ride. Like, you know, it's nothing really scary.
Our number 2 is Orion. The only thing I would change about Orion, it feels a little bit taller and longer.
How do you rate this?
Like a 6-7 out of 10.
The layout is really good, but if we had a little bit more airtime hills, I think the speed on it's perfect.
Yeah, so the only thing that separates Orion and Diamondback for me is just, I think Orion's like butter smooth, and you feel the speed on it so much more. It's 92 miles per hour, and the drop feels like it's never ending. Now I would make the drop a little taller because it's barely a giga. Yeah. And I just make the ride longer. Orion's a really great, enjoyable ride. It's very smooth, very fast. That upward helix makes me gray out. Oh, the night ride's great. The LED light package, it literally feels like you're going into space.
But our number 1, I think it's undefeated. It has to be Mystic Timbers.
Mystic Timbers, come on now. I say it in every video.
Every time I ride this ride, I just get more attached to it every time. I've ridden it in the front, There would be times I walk into the park and I just hit Mystic first.
It's only 53 miles an hour, but it feels like it's 65, 70.
Yeah.
It's so fast.
You don't expect how fast
And
this
it's
coaster
so
is.
smooth.
And
so smooth.
It feels out of control once you hit that little snake turn. Going into the tunnel, it's amazing because right when you hit that tunnel, it's butter smooth. You hit the little bunny hills over the little swampy kind of pond area, and then the layout is just amazing.
And anyone who hates on the shed, I just don't see the point of that because I'd rather sit in a building than outside straight in the sun just waiting for the next train.
Yeah, I mean,
I think the shed is a cool addition to the ride.
And also, one of the best things about this ride is the shed. To me, if you can get a good song in there and you have a good train with you, it definitely makes the experience of Kings Island way better.
Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more coaster content, basketball content. You know, we post whatever on here. You know, I'm about to go to college, sadly, but
we do have a trip coming up.
Cedar Point, Halloween.
Yep, we're going to go to Halloween weekends. Cedar Point, we're playing it out. We're going to try to run Siren's Curse, and after Siren's Curse, we're going to re-rank Cedar Point.
We're going to do Top Thrill 2, and he didn't do Maverick, so.
I have never done Maverick, so I'm still trying to experience that. But Cedar Point, Kings Island, I mean, Cedar Fair Parks, they're amazing. We'll see what Six Flags does. I mean, they're kind of already ruining it. You have to pay extra for Halloween weekends. If we can get an off-season revamp on the entrance and do something with Invertigo and put something over the entrance, it will modernize the entire park.
Yeah,
it'll
Kings
look
Island,
way better with
Kings
the
Island
fountains.
entrance building is just, they need to get rid of that. They just slap an advertisement on it.
Yes!